For news across the nation and around the globe, welcome to Prime TV News with me, Iftiar Abdul Kader. Your headlines first. Several areas expected to experience adverse weather. President's Cambodian tour expands Buddhist ties between the two countries. Prime Minister queries whether the country needs a terminator. Attorney General seeks trial at bar to consider Prageet Ekneligoda's case. And on news overseas, Nagasaki calls for Japan's commitment to nuclear weapons ban on bombing anniversary. President Maithripala Sirisena, who is on a tour of Cambodia, joined in several Buddhist programs in the country. Its aim was to further expand Buddhist ties between Cambodia and Sri Lanka as countries nurtured by Theravadi Buddhism. The president joined in a tour of the sacred city of Angkor, which lies in the Thai-Cambodian border and is considered as a UNESCO World Heritage. The president was joined by Cambodia's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of the King's Palace, Samdech Shuea. The group, including the president, that arrived at the Siem Reap airport, was accorded a warm welcome by officials, including the governor. The president joined in an inspection tour of the Angkor Wat Temple, a masterpiece of the ancient Cambodian architectural tradition. The temple is built on an extent of 170 hectares and it had been done in the 12th century by Suryavarman, king of Cambodia. It is also considered as the largest temple in the world. The president thereafter joined in viewing the Bayong Vihara in the Angkor city. The Buddhist monk of the Vihara expressed support to the president on behalf of protecting and safeguarding the Theravadi Buddha Dhamma. In addition, the president observed the Artisan de Angkor Center situated in Angkor, a handicraft exhibition and a vocational training institute. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that the country needed not a destructor but a person who safeguards the future. The Prime Minister expressed this view with respect to a statement made to the media by Basil Rajapaksa about the presidential candidate of Pohottua. A meeting of local government people's representatives of the Colombo, Kurunegala and Galle districts was held at Temple Trees today. The meeting was held to apprise the people's representatives of local bodies on the development carried out with their mediation and the future actions. Ministers Akila Viraj Karyavasam, Major Abewardena, Ravi Karunanayaka and Gayantha Karunatilaka and many regional politicos joined in the occasion. The Prime Minister said that resolutions were approved last year for grassroots development, but they did not get an opportunity to implement all the proposals due to the constitutional conspiracy. As such, the Prime Minister said that local government members have been told to submit proposals to complete the work this year. He said he would provide funds for the immediate implementation of the proposals. He said that the future should be secured for the people. Premier Wickremesinghe expressed views on the statement made by Basil Rajapaksa that the Pohottua presidential candidate is a terminator. Premier Wickremesinghe pointed out that Basil Rajapaksa at a media briefing yesterday said that the presidential candidate of Pohottua was a terminator. If such a person comes to power, the economy will end. It will also be the end of development and democracy. He queried whether the country should be handed over to a destroyer. On to a headline-making story. The Attorney General has requested the Chief Justice to appoint a 3-member trial at bar at the High Court to hear the case on the abduction and disappearance of journalist Prageet Ekneligoda. In a letter addressed to Chief Justice Jayantha Jayasuriya today, the Attorney General stated that the accused in this case could be charged under 8 counts for violating the Penal Code. The Attorney General noted that the abduction had taken place on the eve of the presidential elections on January 26, 2010, when the journalist had been campaigning for an opposition candidate. He said during the election campaign, Eknali Guda had accused the rival candidate and his family of corruption. According to the Attorney General, the suspects in the case belonged to various ranks in the military and had carried out the abduction and disappearance of the journalist in a planned manner. He observed that the Criminal Investigation Department had conducted an investigation into the incident in 2015 after the first probe by the CID and the police had stopped abruptly. The Criminal Investigation Department has said that 1.13 billion rupees in cash and property belonging to the leader of the National Tawhid Jamaat terrorist group, Mohammed Zahran, who launched a series of suicide bombings on Easter Sunday, have been held. CID Director SSP Shani Abesekara said at a media briefing that the CID has informed the court and the assets have been frozen on the orders of the court. Among the seized assets are 1 billion rupees worth of property and 130 million rupees in cash and in bank accounts belonging to 41 individuals. Vehicles, houses, factories and gold are among the seized properties. SSP Abesekara said that more than 63 members of the terrorist group, including women, have been arrested in connection with the Easter Sunday suicide attacks. They are being held under detention orders and further investigations are being conducted. The Special High Court today issued an arrest warrant on former Central Bank Governor Arjun Mahendran in connection with the Central Bank bond scam in 2015. He is the first defendant who is facing charges with respect to the fraud that has taken place in the issue of central bank bonds. The Attorney General has presented an affidavit consolidating the facts needed for the issue of a warrant for Arjun Mahendran. The Permanent High Court issued the warrant considering this affidavit. Orders were given for its issue in the English language. The case is due to be summoned again on the 4th of December. The Department of Meteorology has said that strong winds may be experienced in several areas today too. The Met Department cautioned the fishing and naval communities to be extra vigilant as the sea may become rough. The Met Department said that prevailing windy conditions over the country and surrounding sea areas are expected to reduce from tomorrow. There is a high possibility for the sudden increase of wind speed up to 60 to 65 kilometers per hour in northern, north-central, northwestern and central provinces and in the Trincomalee, Colombo and Gampaha districts, particularly in the afternoon and night. The wind speed is likely to enhance up to 40 to 50 kilometers per hour at times elsewhere. Showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern and northwestern provinces. Several spells of showers will occur in Mannar, Jaffna and Anuradhapura districts. Meanwhile, the Met Department forecasts that northern and central Bay of Bengal sea areas and northern and central Arabian sea areas can be very rough or high at times as the wind speed can increase up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour at times during the next few days. You're watching Prime TV News and still on the local scene. Kurunegala Mayor Tushara Sanjeeva Vitarana has been remanded. There is more information on court cases taken up for hearing today. The Kurunegala Mayor has been remanded for absconding the court. He was remanded until the 17th of this month for not appearing in a case with respect to several allegations, including the intimidation of a person with firearms. The case is being heard in the Kurunegala High Court. 3 special petitions submitted in favor of the bill moved by parliamentarian Bandulal Bandariguda calling for the abolition of the death penalty have been dismissed by the Supreme Court without being taken up for hearing. The Attorney General raised a preliminary objection saying that the Supreme Court had no authority to take up the petitions as the petitions had been submitted in terms of Article 120 and 212 of the Constitution. Accepting the objections, the Supreme Court dismissed the petitions. The Kurunegala Magistrate Court ordered the postponement of the case against Dr. Mohammed Shafi of the Kurunegala Teaching Hospital until December 12th. The case was taken up for the fourth time today. At the beginning of the trial, the Criminal Investigation Department submitted a 12-page report on the investigations to the court and informed the court about the manner in which they were conducted. The two suspects who were arrested in the country with the largest haul of heroin have been further remanded until the 23rd of this month. They were apprehended from a supermarket complex in Kollupitia with a haul of 294 kilograms and 490 grams of heroin. ITN Digital has come in for acclamation at the Best Web 2019 Awards Festival. The Best Web 2019 Awards Festival, organized by the LK Domain Registry, was held in Colombo yesterday. The trophy, presented on behalf of ITN Digital, was received by ITN Deputy General Manager Marketing, Vajira Kumaratunga. A large gathering including pioneers in digitalization, web designers, artists and leaders in the marketing field joined in the occasion. Websites under various categories came in for acclamation at the event. Sampath Bank won the award for the popular website under the banking and financial sector, while the National Savings Bank was also feted. A renowned panel of judges did the selection of websites for the presentation of awards. Due consideration was given for technology, creativity, content and interaction. Manager of the ITN Information Technology Division, SP Nonis, who represented the panel of judges, came in for special acclamation. Secretary to the Ministry of Telecommunications, Digital Infrastructure, D.C. Disanayaka, Chairman of LK Domain Registry, Jayanta Fernando, and Chief Executive Officer, Professor Gihan Dias, were among those present. The Ministry of Education has decided to provide facilities to secure all information related to the local education network through the online system. Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam has given instructions to the officials to take immediate action in this respect. Securing information on students, teachers and principals, including the school community, is being done through a school census. Securing the census information is being carried out by June every year. But it is the opinion of the minister that securing this information through the online system along with the modern technological advances is more efficient. Accordingly, an opportunity is afforded to get all information concerning the school community through online. Action has already been taken to apprise the related officials in all zonal education offices. The examinations department was recently digitalized. Accordingly, an applicant can get down to their home's examination certificates from any part of the world. The Enterprise Sri Lanka Loan Assistance Scheme is being successfully implemented. There are many entrepreneurs who had achieved success by obtaining loans. Another program for the handing over of loans under the Enterprise Sri Lanka Loan Scheme was held at the Biagama branch of the National Savings Bank. It was held under the auspices of Minister Ruan Wijewardena. Loans were handed over to 134 persons. Meanwhile, the Policy Development Unit of the Prime Minister's office said that there is a 162% growth of loan recipients in the Kilinochchi district in the Turunu Dirya loan scheme of the Bank of Ceylon. Turunu Dirya has provided loans to 941 young entrepreneurs countrywide. The total amount is more than 383 million rupees. The highest growth of Turunu-Diria loan recipients is reported from the Mullaitivu district. The Mahakaruna Buddhist Association of Singapore is implementing a number of welfare programs in Sri Lanka. Among them is the Ordinary Level Tuition Conference Series, which is an annual event. Another stage of this series was recently organized at the Padavi Sripura Jayanti Mahavidyalaya. It was organized under the guidance of the Venerable Karadatiyana Gunaratana Thera, the coordinator of the Mahakaruna Buddhist Association of Singapore. A large number of students attended. Now let's have a look at today's exchange rates. Well, that's the lot from the Prime TV News desk. For more information, visit www.itnews.lk. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.